Okay, so I thought I'll try and do a little video here of grafting real quickly. And this is, this is how un-high-tech or how crude and elementary this can be. This frame has kind of a fair amount of different aged larvae in it, so I have to hunt for them a little bit more. But let's see here if I can get a good picture. My phone is doing a low battery thing. See if you can. Kind of hard to focus. It's so small. You're looking for as young a larvae as possible, so that obviously that larvae is going to have as much time. It's going to have the highest probability and highest amount of time in its lifespan to be fed royal jelly, so that it has proper nutrition to turn into an excellent queen. So that's what you're always aiming for. Now the only problem is that with young larvae, they are tricky to get. Another thing too is, if you're wanting to experiment with grafting, it's really great to feed your bees a couple of days beforehand, or obviously wait till there's a good honey flow going on, because otherwise you want the larvae to have a lot of royal jelly. There has been a bit of a dearth the last couple of days, not due to the lack of resources, but because of our rain, which we needed desperately. But because the rain cuts down, obviously, on the bees' ability to be out and forage, they will also start cutting back a bit on the production of jelly in these cells. And so it can sometimes be a little bit more difficult to graft, but yeah, so here's the process. So that's 15 on that row. It's not a bad idea if you have a paper towel, kind of a moist paper towel, to cover the ones you've grafted already, especially when you're learning and you're going a little bit slower. Now, I mean, you watch some of these people graft queens that work for some of the big queen producers. It's mind-blowing how fast they go. For me, hey, as long as I'm getting the job done, that's really all that matters. But see, economically too, you're thinking, here every queen, every little larvae that I'm grafting here is 35, 40 bucks that I'm saving. Now, I mean, obviously, these larvae are going to have to, there's risk involved. I mean, there's risk of the cells being accepted. There's the risk of, once the cells hatch, are the queens going to be able to mate properly? Once the new virgin queen mates and starts laying, will she have a good laying pattern? Will she be proficient? So I mean, there's risk factors all along, but I mean, that's with everything. Obviously, early in the year, I do buy bred queens because it's too early in the year for me to be doing grafting like this. But if ever I have doubt about a larvae that I've grafted, I'll just go ahead and redo it real quick. Okay, so we're going to put this aside, snap these. So here's 30 cells grafted. Snap those into my frame, maybe. Whatever the case, as soon as you're done grafting, you want to get these cells into your builder ASAP. I mean, just because the larvae that you're grafting are so young, so fragile. Well, fragile to a certain extent. It's actually amazing how much they can put up with too. But here, let me take you on a journey here. So we'll take this, and here is that nuc that's set up. And you can see the population of bees here. You want a colony whenever you're raising queens. You do not want to be chintzy on resources. Give them lots of bees, lots of feed, and let them go to it. So there we have it. I use an online queen rearing calendar. I think it's put out by the, okay, and here's actually, I was telling you, this is my breeder. So grab this frame, put that back in, and these girls can get closed up. Usually my curiosity will peak within 24 to 48 hours, and I'll see what the acceptance of the cells are. You can tell which ones have been accepted by the amount of wax that the bees have started to draw from the plastic starter cell that we just grafted into. So anyways, yeah, so there's that, and yeah, good luck. Give it a try. My favorite grafting tool by far is the Chinese grafting tool. I think it's like, I don't know, $2. I mean, this one here I've used for the little membrane that's used to get under the larvae is pretty fragile, paper thin, and so I always put this little protective cap back on it. But I've used this particular tool for, oh gosh, hundreds of grafts already, and it's still working. It cost me $2, so there you have it. Anyways, good luck.